Hello, I'm Dr. B.V. Rao, Usha Clinic and founder of the websites drraghavamedicaldoubts.in and qmedicaldoubts.blogspot.in. I'm presenting these videos for the knowledge of general public of medical knowledge and for basic knowledge to the medicos. Today I'm going to discuss about the developmental defects of urogenital sinus. The developmental defects of urogenital sinus are epispadia, ectopia, vesicae, hypospadia, which are described below. Epispadias. Epispadias in females is very rarely seen. These are different degrees of maldevelopment of anterior wall of urethra and bladder. Mild type. In the mildest form, the maldevelopment is restricted to the anterior part of the labia minora and the clitoris. In some cases of this kind, the symphysis pubis fails to develop, giving rise to the condition known as split pelvis. In such cases, owing to the wide separation of the levator ani muscle, the patient suffer from prolapse irrespective of pregnancy. Treatment. Various plastic operations are described for repair of the defect in the anterior wall of the urethra and to control the accompanying incontinence of urine. Ectopia vesicae. Ectopia vesicae is rarely seen in females. In this condition, there is an absence of anterior wall of the bladder and of the lower part of the abdominal wall. The symphysis pubis also fails to develop, as does the anterior wall of the urethra. In ectopic vesicae, the red mucous membrane of the bladder projects forwards in front of the anterior abdominal wall. The two ureteric orifices discharging urine are visible. Treatment. Treatment consists in implanting the uterus into the sigmoid column and subsequently closing the bladder and repairing the anterior abdominal wall. Hypospadia. Hypospadias probably never occurs in females. Congenital rectovaginal fistulae. Imperforate anus. This condition is due to failure of the cloacal membrane to break down between the anal depression and the intestines. Atresia recti. The lower part of the rectum fails to develop and such cases are much more unfavorable for treatment than the relatively simple atresia of the anus. Congenital retrovaginal fistula. Various types of malformations of the rectum and vagina are due to imperfect separation of the rectum from the urogenital sinus. In some cases, the anus may be represented by a depression in the normal position, but the rectum opens onto the surface in the situation of the perineum called perineal anus. In other cases, the lower part of the rectum ends separately by way of a normal anal canal and partly by way of a fistula opening onto the surface in the situation of the perineal body or opening into the posterior vaginal wall, termed the vaginal anus. It is a surprising fact that patients who have an ectopic perineal or vaginal anus suffer little inconvenience and acquire little quite good bowel control. During childbirth, however, there is a considerable risk of a severe and complicated third-degree tear, and for this reason, these patients are best delivered by cesarean section. Treatment. If surgical correction of vaginal or perineal anus is contemplated, the sphincter control of the normally situated transplanted anal canal may never be as good as the previously abnormal situation. That is all about the defects of urogenital sinus. In the next video, I will explain about some other disease. Thank you.